Hey everyone, the greatest goblin that ever lived is here for another comic book review for the official beginning of December 2015. I want to thank you all for joining me. Just got the big two this week, and let's just go ahead and get started. Start with DC. We're going to start off with Batman Beyond number 7. Dan Jurgens still doing a magnificent job here with this particular title. It's called A New Dawn. Now, how are they going to move on after the defeat of Brother Eye? And they simply just do. They simply just do that. Tim Drake, I'm going to be honest. I'm still not completely adjusted to him being in the suit. You know, when I grew up with Batman Beyond, you know, it's like I've always been connected with Terry McGinnis, and I thought, okay, maybe they can jump ahead and give Matt the costume. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you know, Tim is hesitant about where he's going to stay. You know, Barbara's is offering some room and board and everything like that. Meanwhile, Matt is off doing some espionage type stuff, very illegal, no kind of crap. But the rest of the book overall, it's actually still not that bad. We get a nice appearance from the Jokers in here. The ending, it was good. I mean, this issue overall was strong. It was good. It's nice to see things less hectic, less chaotic, and more aimed towards reaching that happiness goal. It was a decent issue for what it was. It was good, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I give it a 3.5. All right, moving on to Cyborg number 5. Oh man! First of all, I love that cover. But this was actually really good. You got Vic just, trying his best to be the hero in here. Working with people who want to help him, and also working with people who want to help him, but then again, they don't give a shit about helping anybody else. Some pretty good one-liners in here, and a nice wink and a nod, and a nice shout out to the late, great Roddy Piper in here that Vic Stone does. The rest of this book is solid for what it was. I love the Metalmen's play in this. This was a strong issue. I thought it was great for what it was. It's not perfect. I'm still not feeling this story 100%, but I do like it. I like where it's going, and I liked the cliffhanger at the end of the issue. And I would normally geek out and cheer about it, but I don't want to ruin it because I think it's worth looking at. This was really good. Another 3.5. Next up, Green Lantern number 47. Yeah, I got the Harley Quinn Black Book variant, and to show it off, I got the Darwin Cook pencil sketch variant. Really solid cover. I love this. But this issue here, this was good. I always enjoy seeing Hal Jordan act more human. This was a welcome change of pace to the title. Very, very nicely done. Really enjoyed it. And, to see Hal just hanging out with his little brother, just being a chum, just being a guy, just going out and having fun, spending time with his family, yet all the while, something's coming. Shit ain't getting really good around here. But then, we get to the end of the issue. Oh, fuck. I should have seen that coming. I really should have. I really should have seen that shit coming. This was good. I'll give this a 4. Harley's Little Black Book, #1, featuring Wonder Woman. $5, huh? Okay. Yeah, call me a sellout. Oh, you're just buying it because it's got Harley Quinn in it. Yeah, so? Connor and Palmiotti, they know this character. They write this character well. And the artwork inside is really good. It helps sell the story. It's funny, cutesy wootsy, cheeky weeky bullshit. And I like it. It's the way Harley is. And in here, we learn that she is a big Wonder Woman fangirl. She even has a Wonder Woman shrine in her apartment that nobody knew about until now. In fact, when the name Wonder Woman was first mentioned to her in this issue, she almost looked like she was going to orgasm. I'm sorry for being gross, but that's how Harley's face was drawn. She's like, Wonder Woman. It's like, good God, you'd think... I mean, DC's doing everything they can to pretty much confirm that Harley is indeed bisexual. It's almost as if she got horny at the thought of working with Wonder Woman. And this issue was funny as shit, and funny in a good way. You get to see Harley dress up like Wonder Woman, but not just cosplay. I mean, she literally knocks Wonder Woman out with knockout gas. She thinks she's doing this to protect Wonder Woman. She actually strips her naked and puts her gear on and fights a battle. That sounds like bullshit I would make up for a fan story. This was fun. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Very well done. Go figure. It's a fun book. A bit overpriced, but still a fun read. I dug it. Thought it was great. I'm teetering somewhere between a 3.5 or a 4. Maybe go so far as a 4. Thought it was that good. Ending DC off with Sensation Comics #17. Another Wonder Woman comic. The cover is gorgeous. This is interesting. You got really cartoony, cutesy-wootsy artwork on the interior, but the writing is really serious. This is concerning Cheetah, Dr. Barbara Minerva. And she's dying. Anytime she reverts back to Barbara, she's weakened. She's dying. And what helps her transform into Cheetah is going. It's being wiped out. And she needs Diana's help to, keep her alive. But Diana found a way to get through to Cheetah to where she's not bloodthirsty. She's not savage. And by the end of the issue, they become friends. But there's so much shit that happens in here in between those two plot points. It's really captivating. You just got to look past the cutesy wootsy artwork and look at the writing and look at the storytelling and really admire how well it's done. It's not perfect, but I thought it was damn good. I still get bothered when I see animal abuse, especially animal killing. It still bugs me. As much as I love animals, I hate to see animals get tortured, whether it's videos or TV, pictures, or even fictional stories. It just bugs me. But this issue was strong. It was good. The artwork hurts it because it's not artwork that should match this kind of writing. But a good book nonetheless, a 3.5. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for this abrupt jump cut, but right after I got done reviewing the DC comics, I was starting on my Marvel comics and my battery died. So I plugged it up and charged it up and decided that I was just going to wait later to film the Marvel part. So here we are at the Marvel part. Here's the Marvel books. We're going to start with All New, All Different Avengers #2. Some dude named Mark Waid wrote this. I've never heard of him. Have you? And some dude named Adam Kubert. Has anybody heard of this guy? Adam Kubert. And some some rookie named Alex Ross did the cover. I mean, look, all joking aside, Mark Waid, Adam Kubert, Alex Ross. Sold. Sold. I mean, Mark Magic Waid. And man, does he work his magic with this. Now, the stuff with the Chitauri and everything, I kind of knew from the beginning that they were not going to be the main threat, that there was going to be somebody else pulling the strings in this storyline. And this issue confirms that. Now, who exactly is pulling the strings? I'm not going to spoil that. Good character interaction, and this felt like an Avengers title. It's like you have this threat that it may take more than one superhero to beat, and that's the basis. That's the basic elements of the Avengers. Is you need a group of superheroes to take on a formidable threat that one superhero alone will have nearly impossible chances of beating, and that's what an Avengers title is supposed to, at the most basic level, feel like. And Mark Waid captured that just perfectly. And I also like the fact that, not everybody's chums on this team. Ms. Marvel and Nova still just don't like to be around each other, and that's insanely entertaining for me. We get a nice dramatic entrance from Thor, from Jane Foster, Thor. And once Thor enters the fray, whoops, and that leads us to the holy motherfucking shit cliffhanger at the end of the book. Really, really well done here. This was very nicely done. It was charming. It was entertaining. It felt like an Avengers title should feel. Really, really fun. I really loved this. Good stuff from Kubert, good stuff from Waid, and of course always great covers from Alex Ross. This was awesome. An easy 4. Alright, moving on to all new X-Men #1. My dear friend Serena, the Princess of Geeks. Here you are, my friend. I'm reviewing all new X-Men #1. Dennis Hopeless and Mark Bagley. Interesting creative team on here. But Bagley's artwork is awesome in here. This is all over the place. And I really am impressed with this particular team. You got young Cyclops, young Angel, young Iceman, young Beast, the new Wolverine, Boy Apocalypse, horrible name, and Idie. You got a very interesting team. And in here, the main selling point of this issue, I almost said episode, is Cyclops, young Scott Summers. Remember, Dick Summers is gone. Long live Scott Summers. And in here, we get to see a ragtag group of rookie mutants call themselves the Ghosts of Cyclops. They're like dedicated to Cyclops' beliefs. They're even wearing masks that have the big red X on them and everything. There was one of these particular mutants that instantly captured my attention, and that was the mutant called Thirst, who looks like he's either able, the way he's drawn in here by Bagley, I don't know if he's screaming out water or if he's barfing it out. He has the ability to harf water. He's just shooting water out his throat hole. And the way it's drawn, I don't know if he's screaming it out or if he's puking it out. It just looks really weird. Of course, you got other mutants in here too, but Thirst instantly got my attention. I'm thinking, okay, this is a character that could really go somewhere. Meanwhile, you got, at the beginning of the book, you got the stuff with Angel and Wolverine, which I thought was pretty nice. But the main selling thing here is Scott Summers. Some random girl walks up to him and starts hanging out with him, and he thinks he's about to find a new friend or something like that, but then he learns the truth that she's a mutant hater and all that stuff, because remember, mutants are hated and feared stronger than ever before. I don't know how many times I've had to repeat this, but there are still some people who don't get it. There are still some readers out there going, huh, really? They got it that bad? Yes, they got it that bad. Mutants nowadays, in the eyes of humans, if a human sees a mutant, it's now, don't touch me, evil mutie. You know, it's now, oh, a mutant, kill it. It's gotten that bad. And in here, these ghosts of Cyclops got embarrassed by Scott, but later on at the end of the issue, we get to see what Cyclops can really do if you push him. Just really, really fun stuff. This was good. There were some cute moments in here. There were some fun moments in here, but the main selling point is Cyclops, and I really dug this. This was a strong introductory issue. Yes, this is an actual introductory issue to a new #1. This doesn't feel completely like a continuation from where the series left off. This actually feels like you're kind of sort of hitting the reset button with this title. And I'll dig that. Okay, I'll go with that. This was a good issue, a good, strong, solid beginning to this particular volume of All New X-Men. This was good, a 3.5. Moving on to Daredevil #1. You have no idea how much I was looking forward to this, and you got Charles Soule on the writing, and you got Ron Garney on the artwork. Now, I'll admit, I'm such a Mark Waid fanboy when it comes to Daredevil. I was worried for whomever. It didn't matter who it was. I was worried for whomever took over this title once Waid was done with it, because you have to ask the ultimate question, the big elephant in the room. Would any writer measure up to Mark Waid on this title? You got to admit, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. That is the major question of all questions when it comes to Daredevil. Who can possibly measure up to Mark Waid? And Charles Soule, I'll give him credit. This was a strong new beginning for the character, for Daredevil. This is really good. Now, Matt Murdock, apparently something happened since the last time we've seen Daredevil. Apparently something happened. Of course, I think we kind of know part of the things that were going on, and some of it involved Kingpin, I'm betting. But Matt and Foggy are on the outs. They're barely speaking to each other. In fact, Foggy is resenting Matt because he says because of what Matt did to make everybody forget that Matt Murdock and Daredevil are the same. You know, something happened to make everybody forget about it, or to get rid of everyone's belief that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. And I'm like, oh God, please don't pull a Quasada with this. Don't pull a fucking magic bubble bullshit with this. But, Matt's got a new sidekick. His name is Blind Spot. But I'm not going to go all into detail what I truly think about this character, because there's something involving Blind Spot that happens later on at the end of the issue. Oh God. But we get the new threat here for Daredevil. His name is Ten Fingers. Why is he called Ten Fingers? I'm not going to ruin that either. But Daredevil, you know, Matt is adjusting to a new life. He is now a prosecuting attorney. His days as a defense attorney are over. He is now a prosecuting attorney. He is actually more blunt. He's more forward. And dare I say it, there are times he comes off a little bit like a dick. But, you know, Charles Soule, I appreciate this. You need to find your own way of writing this character. I'm glad you didn't try to write it the same way Mark Waid did. It's time for something new. It's time for a different direction. And I think Soule did a good job with this. This was a very good beginning. I really dug this. I highly recommend you pick this up. This gets a 4. Moving on to Extraordinary X-Men #3. Jeff Lemire, Humberto Ramos. I'm actually digging Ramos's artwork in here, but Lemire's writing is just fantastic. This was really good. The stuff with Old Man Logan and Jean Grey in here. Damn, that was some good stuff. The stuff with what's going on at the X-Haven with Storm. Storm has a monumental moment in here. You have no idea. But the main thing that got me going was Logan and Jean. That was some really solid writing. Great artwork, just all around a good, solid issue. Very, very nicely done, Marvel. I don't think I really need to say anything else other than buy this! This gets a 4. That came damn close to being pick of the week, actually. Next up, Spidey, number 1. Now, I actually dig this title, Spidey. An alternate Spider-Man title that doesn't feel lazy, okay? You have Amazing Spider-Man, and now you have Spidey. Now, Miles Morales is getting his own Spider-Man title, which I think needed something more. You can't call it Ultimate Spider-Man anymore because the Ultimate Universe is gone, so you would think, how about the Spectacular Spider-Man or the Sensational Spider-Man? You know, give Miles Morales his own adjective, to describe him as Spider-Man, instead of just calling it Spider-Man. But in here, in Spidey, this is like a modern-day retake on Peter Parker's rookie years as old Webhead. It's like, okay, we realize the way the comics were written back in the 60s wouldn't necessarily fly now. So we're gonna get in the DeLorean, go back to the past, and retell some rookie years of Spider-Man. Complete with flat screen TVs, smartphones, and YouTube. Okay, and go. Despite all those big changes to Spider-Man's rookie years, this was actually still a really good issue. Very good. One moment that instantly made me go, whoa, was Flash Thompson is bullying Peter Parker. I know, big shot, right? But then, of all people to bail him out, wow! I was like, yeah! Give me more shit like that. This was actually really good. Very, very good. But then, that last page. Motherfucker. That last page. I'm having a nerdgasm. That last page. Oh, where are you going to go with this? I got to know. What are you going to do now that you're going to tell these Spider-Man rookie years in a completely modern day way? I'm actually looking forward to this ongoing series now. This was good. This was a strong introduction. I really dug it. Thought it was nice. Wasn't the best stuff in the world, but I liked it. I liked it. I was going to give it a 3.5, but that last page is tempting me to make it a 4. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to give it at least a 3.5. That last page, though, god damn it. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'd recommend this. And we're ending this with the pick of the week, folks. Star Wars number 13. Oh my god. Part 3 of Vader Down. Jesus, man. I am such a goddamn nerd. I love this stuff. Jason Aaron, what the hell are you smoking and why aren't you sharing it? This was awesome. I swear. I was getting flashes of all kinds of shit. And in the middle of reading this, I feel like I'm watching Star Wars and I'm thinking of Monty fucking Python. You'll understand why I think that when you read this book. Trust me. Any Monty Python fan will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And all kinds of other shit that's going on. And Vader's still written like a badass. And it's like all kinds of stuff is just going on around here, all in here. I can't go into details to why I loved this issue so much because I don't want to really spoil anything. This was awesome. Was this the strongest part? Okay, I'll say this. This was not exactly the strongest part of this storyline, but I still really dug it. I thought this was an amazing issue. Very, very nicely done. An easy 4. Maybe 4.5, I don't know, but at least it gets a 4. So there you are. Star Wars number 13. Buy this. You will buy it. You want to buy this series. You really do. Force is strong in this shit. Well, that's all I got for this review, everybody. Sorry for the abrupt jump cut in the middle. Batteries. What are you going to do? I want to thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget Blugoblin X. And speaking of that, I've been doing some videos for that channel. And plus, here shortly, I'm getting ready to do my next Midtown Comics Stash review. So I know one person in particular is looking forward to that. Chris. Excuse me. Don't forget Arkham Asylum Studio. Jennifer and I are still coming up with some more ideas for that channel. We don't get very many views on that channel, and we hope that can change. We hope to get more views, more feedback, more likes, more subscribers. Please give that channel some love. You won't regret it. I promise you. Follow me on Twitter at Blugoblin01. The link to my Tumblr page is in the description below. Look for me on Pinterest, Facebook, or stick with me here on YouTube. As always, big shout outs to my buds, TheMtVernonKid, Deadpoolzilla, Brandon Hex. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I am Groot, and I'll see y'all later.